We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the back.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on first down, Herbert. And he's going to go down again. George Karlaftis in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
He dumps it to... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ballgame?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. keep on the ground with Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. You're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's caught by Jennings. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score. Chiefs 7, Chargers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 24, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's caught out right by Jennings. And some room to roam now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is Jennings. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Chargers 14, Chiefs 7.
throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Looking deep for Jennings. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, now we look at the defense. They came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Herbert on 3rd down now. This is swung out to Eckler. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Jennings. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Rumph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On play action, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd and goal, it's still a long way from the end zone. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now here's Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Taken down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Eckler. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Herbert on first down now. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were ultra-confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take.
And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.